Today's manufacturing facilities are producing and packaging thousands of units an hour in an incredibly challenging labor landscape. On this episode of Made in America, we'll talk to the manufacturers, the leaders, and the experts powering the factories of tomorrow by helping you do just that. They'll delve into how they automate the next level tasks, maximize efficiency, and help make sure that American manufacturing stays on the competitive forefront, no matter the challenges that lie ahead. Manufacturing is a critical part of the American economy, but our nation is also falling behind other world leaders in the production of goods. I'm here in Spokane, Washington to visit Pearson Packaging Systems, a trusted authority in automation solutions, helping make that vision a reality. To find out more, I'm going to pick the brain of CEO Michael Sensky. Well, Michael, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you.
Well, what's really fun for me is my background is mechanical engineering. So to be in a facility like this, that's the future of manufacturing, I mean, this is like a dream come true for me, to say the truth. There's no doubt that the future of America has to be in manufacturing. We have to build things. And the future of manufacturing is automation.
Right.
So this is really tied to the future of our country, and here you are making it happen. Well, now, let me ask you something, because right away, there's a question out there that I want to get out of the way. A lot of people think that when you start automating, you're starting to kill American jobs. Is that true?
You know, our experience has not been that at all. In fact, you know, what I think we've learned over the years is that when we automate these less than fulfilling, these kind of more menial jobs that can be very physically and mentally taxing, that really all we're doing is freeing up people to really find whatever their better and highest purpose is in the organization. So you might be eliminating a job that's doing a physical, menial, repetitive task, but those individuals are typically retrained, redeployed into much more rewarding jobs in those very same factories, either maintaining the very automation that might have replaced the job in the first place, or doing something that's value added for the end customer that they previously didn't have time to do.
Now, you guys focus a lot on secondary packaging. What is secondary packaging, and how does that benefit the companies out there?
Well, secondary packaging is taking that primary package, whatever it is you or I want to buy at the grocery store or at Costco or from Amazon, and it's actually putting it into a shipping container that allows it to safely be transported from wherever it's being manufactured in our customer's facility to wherever the point of sale is, wherever you or I would purchase it.
Well, this truly does seem like an absolute no-brainer to me. You've got to automate. At some point, you've got to automate. We take a look at manufacturing and the timeline since it began, and it used to be you're just fixing something in your house. That was manufacturing. It's gone through several iterations to get to what we think we know as manufacturing. Now, of course, the worst words in business is that's the way it's always been done. That's the way we do it. Right. Automation is the next logical iteration of manufacturing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it really is. I mean, it allows you to increase throughput. It allows you to increase product quality and consistency. It allows you to reduce costs and really allow American companies to profitably manufacture their products here in the United States, as opposed to trying to find, offshoring those manufacturing facilities or finding lower cost methodologies or lower cost countries in which those products can be produced. And if you look at most of our customers, if you actually look of how much product, or how many dollars per square foot were being produced and shipped from any of our, customers' facilities, it has dramatically increased over the last 2 decades, and it's really, that curve is even accelerating. It's even steeper. They're demanding more and more output, more and more throughput for every square foot of production facility that they operate. Automation is definitely here to stay. I think what we're seeing with the current labor shortages and the wage inflation that we're seeing kind of post-COVID, we're seeing actually people invest in automation at a rate never before seen in our industry. So we're seeing huge growth. We'd really love to explore the opportunities to really help engineer solutions for our customers that really make sense and help them increase their throughput, increase their product quality, and really improve the quality of life for their employees, and improve their bottom lines. There's a tremendous amount of flexibility in all these solutions, which really gives our customers, allows them to automate processes that previously they had to rely on manual labor for.
Fantastic. And I started by saying that the future of manufacturing is automation. There's zero question about it.
Nope.
The future of our country is manufacturing. There's no doubt about it. As a veteran, I'd like to thank you for everything you're doing, because you are making a difference in this country. And Pearson is leading the way in that. So Michael, thank you so much.
Yep,
and
you're
thank
welcome.
you for your time.
Yep, thank you as well. It's been a pleasure.
So the future of manufacturing is clearly automation. But what does that exactly mean?
Well, the way I look at it is that a robot is very similar to maybe an engine of a car,
Okay,
but you can't do anything with it.
okay.
It is just an integral part, but it's not what makes things happen. What makes things happen is the programming behind the robot
You bet.
and the understanding of the different variables of maybe what your customer needs to have happen with that robot.
And as the customer, I can rest assured that when I put that into my manufacturing facility, things are going to run more smoothly. I'm not
Yes.
going to run into a lot of those glitches that might happen.
Yeah. There's no question that that's what the customers want to know.
Absolutely.
How quickly, once the equipment gets to my facility, am I going to be up and running into production? Fanuc is a well-trusted robotic company.
Absolutely.
And when we look at our own partners with our own suppliers, we want to make sure that we pick high quality, robust, flexible componentry and companies who also are looking at rolling their innovation forward and continue with advanced technology.
Sure.
Fanuc's one of them.
Okay.
Fanuc has gone through many iterations where it was no vision, 2D vision, 3D vision, going into some augmented reality, and we're right there along with them. And at any point in time, we can call each other and continue to collaborate and work forward.
Well, and that speaks well for Pearson, that they want that relationship with you specifically. Outstanding.
I would say so.
Now, let me ask you, because again, I've been very blessed to be around a few places. If there's a way to break something, people are going to find a way to break it.
Yeah.
How do you make sure that when they get your machine, they don't break your machine?
Sure. So what's really kind of interesting about it is that maybe not even just the first time our customers get a piece of Pearson equipment. It might be the 50th piece of equipment. But there's no question that there's a learning curve.
Sure.
And so yes, oftentimes through on that learning curve, you could potentially break the equipment.
Absolutely.
So in our own facility, when we finish building it, we make sure it works the way it's supposed to work, then we try to break it ourselves. We try and put it through its paces in an internal FAT, simulating what maybe a customer might do. The more we do that, the better it helps our design, because we can break things out here. There's no question. And when we do, then we can go back to the engineers, go through a bit of a new design cycle, make it more robust so that the customers can have more reliability on our equipment.
Which is critical to a manufacturer. They cannot have downtime. Now, Pearson is also not a company that rests on its laurels. They're always looking for the next innovation. Can you talk about a little bit about what's going on and how you're making sure to advance automation?
Sure. If all of us could just put ourselves in the mindset of our customers and work towards that advantage, that's where we really need to be.
And I know that that's what Pearson does. And
That's perfect.
and that's what's made you as successful as you are and as trusted as Pearson is.
Thanks. Another one of the differentiating factors of Pearson is that we hire with attitude and aptitude. I think there's so many talented people out in this environment, in this workforce, that we really want to look at the employees that we have here at Pearson. Think customer first, think with customers' urgency, and solve their problems, not solve for your own company's efficiencies. You solve for your customers' efficiencies.
And as one of your would-be customers, that's exactly what I want you to be thinking. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for what you're doing, because it's one thing to say automation is important, we've got to do it, and everybody gets that. But the question is, how do you actually make it happen? Rubber meets the road right here with you. So thank you for everything you're doing. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it.
And who knows, maybe next episode we'll tackle a company that's using the very blueprint that we laid out today to lead its own industry and keep pace in a world that's rapidly progressing. Well, we'll see you next time at another business that's changing the face of our country, only on Made in America.